Welcome to FIZZDOUT's Creepy Stories and Lores, a new segment that we're doing that explores the creepy stories, lores, and just general things we can find that give us the chills. Today we're diving deep into the shadows of the internet to uncover the chilling origins of the creepypasta. What began as simple stories shared online has grown into a phenomenon that haunts our screens. So grab your flashlight and let's explore the dark secrets that lurk in the corners of the internet. But be warned, what we uncover may just keep you up at night. But first, let's clarify what we mean by creepypasta. The term combines creepy with copypasta. A little bit obvious, but anyway. Referring to horror-themed legends or images copied and shared across the internet. These stories feature everything from urban legends to terrifying characters like Slender Man or Jeff the Killer. They range from brief, unsettling tales to sprawling narratives that span multiple posts. What makes them so captivating? Is it the thrill of fear? The allure of the unknown? Or perhaps the communities that form around them? Let's find out. The roots of these creepypastas stretch back to the early internet forums in the 2000s, such as 4chan and Something Awful. Users anonymously shared eerie tales, creating a collective storytelling space. This anonymity fostered creativity, leading to the collaborative development of some of the most iconic internet horror stories we know today. One standout example is Slender Man. Born from a 2009 Photoshop contest, this faceless figure soon became a cultural icon. Stories like these morphed and multiplied as fans added their own twists, creating a unique, ever-evolving horror genre. Since we're on the topic of Slender Man, let's turn our flashlights onto the monsters of the internet. These iconic creepypasta characters didn't just terrify readers, they became legends in their own right. Here's a closer look at their dark backstories and the sinister lore that keeps them alive today. Starting off strong with Slender Man, let's get into his origin. Slender Man emerged in 2009 from a Photoshop contest on Something Awful forums. Creator Eric Knudsen, aka Victor Surge, doctored eerie images of children, adding a tall, faceless figure in a black suit lurking ominously in the background. The captions hinted at abductions and mysterious disappearances. His lore is that he's a supernatural entity said to stalk, abduct, and psychologically torment victims, particularly children. He is often described as unnaturally tall, with elongated limbs and no facial features, but with the eerie ability to sprout tentacle-like appendages. His presence is linked to paranoia, memory loss, and uncontrollable actions. Fun fact, the internet ran wild with the idea that Slender Man manipulates victims into becoming his proxies, forcing them to carry out his sinister deeds. This element was explored in the infamous Slender Man stabbing case, tragically blurring the lines between fiction and reality. His cultural impact is that he spawned countless fan stories, artwork, and video games like Slender, the 8 Pages, where players must collect notes while avoiding his relentless pursuit. Next, we have a little lesser known, at least to me, Jeff the Killer. Jeff the Killer's story began circulating online in the late 2000s, alongside a haunting image of a pale, disfigured face with a carved smile and lidless eyes. The story's author remains unknown, but Jeff's notoriety grew as fanfiction expanded his lore. Speaking of lore, Jeff was an average teenager until a violent encounter left him physically and psychologically scarred. After a brutal fight with bullies, his face was burned and disfigured. In a fit of madness, he carved a permanent smile onto his face, burned off his eyelids to never stop seeing beauty, and became a deranged killer. His signature phrase is, "Go to sleep." These chilling words are often the last thing his victims hear before meeting their end. Some deeper themes are that Jeff's story touches on bullying, trauma, and mental instability, creating a tragic yet terrifying character. Fans have debated whether Jeff is purely evil or a victim of circumstances gone horribly wrong. Coming in at number 3, we have Ben Drowned. Ben Drowned is tied to the legend of a haunted Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask game cartridge. I really hope I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, don't crucify me. The story was created by Alex Hall in 2010 as part of a multimedia web series blending text posts, videos, and in-game footage. His lore is that it begins when a college student buys a used cartridge from a mysterious old man. Upon playing, he encounters strange glitches, eerie music, and unsettling NPC behavior. A statue of Link, referred to as Ben, begins following the player, and a chilling message like, "You shouldn't have done that," flash across the screen. It's revealed that Ben was the spirit of a boy who drowned and now haunts the game. what set Ben Drowned apart was how its creator incorporated viewer participation. Fans speculated, theorized, and even interacted with the story as it unfolded, blurring the lines between fiction and reality. The psychological horror aspect is the legend plays on fear of corrupted childhood nostalgia, mixing the familiar comfort of a beloved game with an oppressive, sinister presence. At number 4, we have The Rake. His origin is that he emerged from a thread on Something Awful forums in 2005, describing a pale humanoid creature that stalks and attacks people at night. His lore is that he's often described as a hairless, emaciated figure with glowing eyes and sharp claws. The Rake's victims report waking up to find it crouched at the foot of their beds. It whispers cryptic phrases and induces overwhelming fear before vanishing. Some accounts suggest it marks its victims for death. The Rake embodies the primal fear of the unknown. The idea of waking up to find something horrifying and unnatural in your room taps into a universal fear of vulnerability. Each of these characters represents more than just a scary story. They're mirrors reflecting our fears of the unknown, the corrupted, and the unexplainable. But maybe they're also reminders to clear our browser histories, just in case. The real magic of creepypastas isn't the stories, it's the fans themselves. They remix them, expand them, and reinvent them altogether. You have forums. Platforms like Reddit have dedicated threads where users share stories, theories, and artwork. It's like a never-ending brainstorming session, but spookier. You also have fan creations. From animations to podcasts, fans bring these tales to life. Ever seen a live-action Slender Man short film? You can thank passionate creators for that. And, of course, conventions. There are conventions where creepypasta fans gather to celebrate their favorite stories. Imagine a Comic-Con, but with more shadows and fewer capes. Although, let's be real, Slender Man in a cape would kinda be cool. Creepypasta isn't just about fear, it's about creativity, connection, and the power of storytelling. These tales reflect our deepest anxieties in the way we've adapted folklore for the digital age. If you enjoyed this relatively short dive into the world of creepypasta lore, give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more spine-chilling content. Tap the bell so you never miss another video. It might just feature your favorite story. And now it's your turn. Tell me what your favorite creepypasta story is and why. Until next time, stay curious, stay creative, and stay spooky.